Next at 7, as Florida car insurance rates continue to rise, see what one local expert says could lower your bill.
Plus, warmer temperatures are set to rain. I'll show you who will see that and how much. Coming up next at 7.
Tonight's primetime lineup on WESH 2 is sponsored by your local Toyota dealers. Visit your local Toyota dealers today. Toyota, let's go places.
Local, live, late-breaking. WESH 2 News starts now.
This evening, we have learned the National Transportation and Safety Board, or NTSB, is joining the FAA in investigating the drone collision during a show over Lake Eola Saturday night that seriously injured a little boy. WESH 2 has been looking into the company that put on the show, Sky Elements.
WESH 2's Christina Watkins found out the company's drones have flown over Orlando before and even on national TV. Alexander's family is now raising money to cover some of his medical expenses. You can find a link to help out if you wish at WESH.com.
All right, your all-important holiday forecast is here now with First Warning Chief Meteorologist Tony Manolfi. We got Hanukkah, we got Christmas, we got travelers, we got people who want to be outside. What do we got, Tone?
Well, you know, I like tonight. I like tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, maybe a little bit of fog, but I think the best rain chances do arrive Wednesday night, Christmas evening into Thursday. I'm going to break all of that down. But again, the two big stories, increasing rain chances and milder holiday temperatures right through the upcoming holiday weekend. We're going to break all of that down for you here over the next couple of minutes. Take a look live outside for you right now with our Tower Cam network over towards beautiful Lake Dora. Temperatures here have fallen back into the low 60s, middle 50s now up towards Palm Coast, and then back towards Melbourne, still running close to about 65 degrees. Satellite radar shows a little disturbance well off the coast there of central Florida. We'll continue to watch that just to make sure that the models are doing a good job with it. We had a few showers down across Brevard County earlier. Those have since fallen apart. But tonight, you need to grab a jacket between now and about 11 o'clock. Temperatures falling back into the upper 50s to near 60. Fog will be a problem, though, out the door tomorrow morning. And once that fog burns off, we are looking at a very nice looking Tuesday afternoon. Southwest wind will kick in during the afternoon hours. Temperatures will climb to about 74, 75. And then Christmas morning, here come the clouds. The rain will hold off deep into the evening now and primarily be a southern portion of the viewing area problem from Claremont back towards Bithlo through about 11 o'clock. I'll show you how much rain we could potentially see in the rest of the holiday week forecast coming up at 7:18. See you then.
Former President Bill Clinton is hospitalized tonight with a fever. A spokesperson said that he is undergoing testing at Georgetown University Medical Center in Washington, D.C., and says the 78-year-old former president hopes to be home by Christmas. Reaction to the release of the House Ethics Committee's report on former Representative Matt Gaetz.
It lays out what many have claimed had been going on, why Gaetz had shaky support when nominated for U.S. Attorney General. WESH 2's Dave McDaniel tells us some of what's included in the detailed report. Now, Gaetz has repeatedly pointed out that despite all of the witnesses and investigative searching of records, he has not been charged with any crime. A 6-year-old boy is in the hospital right now after deputies say he was attacked by the family dog today at a home on Anderson Street in Deltona, just north of Forest Lake Elementary. The Volusia County Sheriff's Office bit the boy on the head and leg at his home here on Anderson Street. He was then airlifted to Arnold Palmer Hospital. No word yet on his condition tonight.
Family and friends of a shooting victim plan to gather this evening to mourn his death. This happened on Hungerford Boulevard west of I-4 near Kennedy Boulevard on Saturday night. Flowers and a candle marking that spot where 41-year-old Levin Grant Levat Jr. was shot. Sheriff's deputies are still investigating. They're hoping that anyone with information will come forward. Have you seen this man? Volusia County deputies say that he stole more than $37,000 from his employer. Investigators say 36-year-old Stephen Scott collected the money from an Ormond Beach couple looking to have solar panels installed earlier this year. They say he lied to his employer about receiving the money, quit, and has not been heard from since. He's facing fraud and grand theft charges. If you know where he is, call the sheriff's office.
One person is dead after a fire destroyed this home on William Drive in Holly Hill. That fire broke out early Sunday morning, and the home was fully engulfed when firefighters arrived. 2 people were rescued. We do not yet know the identity of the victim, nor do we know the cause of the fire just yet. And Chopper 2 was over the scene of this home on Narissa Lane in Orange County. You can see here flames from the roof of the double-wide mobile home. No reports of injuries and unsure yet what may have caused. A community is now rallying around a police officer injured in a house fire. Officer Anthony Sircao Rocco is recovering after friends say he was burned while making breakfast last Wednesday. Jeffrey Coburl, who is a retired Melbourne police officer himself, says Sircao isn't just a friend, but considers him a younger brother. He says he met him when he was a bartender and felt the need to help by setting up a GoFundMe for the officer.
The outpouring of support from the community, in the Atlantic community where he's been all his life, has just been really, really great for him to feel that support and love.
Gabriel says while they have been able to salvage some things, Sircao's townhome is a complete loss. So they are now looking for short-term living arrangements for him and his dog.
The man who allegedly struck a pedestrian with his Jeep is now behind bars. At the moment, Eric Purcell only faces drug charges, but St. Cloud police believe he was behind the wheel when a pedestrian was struck yesterday near 13th Street and Orange Avenue. Officers say Purcell then ditched his car, stole a bicycle from a nearby home. Police went to that home and say a group of men told them the person who stole the bike was Purcell himself.
These men actually chased them down and directed them to us. I will tell you, and I say it all the time to our community groups and everything, hey, don't commit crimes in St. Cloud. I will tell you. We have an amazing community that works very closely with our police department.
Police say Purcell had drugs on him when he was arrested. As for the victim of the hit and run, investigators say they have been released from the hospital. A federal judge rejects the state of Florida's attempt to end a lawsuit over manatee deaths in the Indian River Lagoon. The judge said wastewater discharges into the Indian River Lagoon have led to seagrass dying off and as a result, the deaths of manatees. The environmental group Bear Warriors United filed that lawsuit in 2022, accusing the Florida Department of Environmental Protection of not adequately regulating sewage treatment plants and septic systems, leading to discharges that killed the seagrass manatees eat. That lawsuit focuses on Florida had a record 1,100 manatee deaths back in 2021. A third of those were in Brevard County, which is the most in the state. This year, 538 manatees have died in Florida. 97 of those died in Brevard County.
Crews are working to determine a new launch date for the Astronauts from One to Many mission. The Falcon 9 rocket carrying that mission was originally supposed to launch from Cape Canaveral Space Force Station Friday night. Teams cited launch vehicle inspections and data review for the decision to stand down from the satellite launch. We, of course, will update you as soon as a new launch date is announced. All right, the new year is almost here, which also means there will be 12 new state laws set to go into effect. And here's a look at some of those new bills. House Bill 3 bans children under the age of 14 from having social media accounts, but will allow 14 and 15-year-olds to have accounts with parental consent. House Bill 267 sets the time limits for local governments to either approve or deny building code permit applications. House Bill 7017, or Amendment 5, changes the way some property taxes are calculated for homeowners who have homestead exemptions. And here is a look at some of the other laws, from voter regulations to threatening first responders and medical treatments.
Millions of people will pass through the Orlando airport this holiday season. We'll tell you what days will be the busiest and how much time you'll need to get where you want to go.
Anyone who owns a vehicle knows how expensive auto insurance can be, why it's so expensive in Florida, and how you can save some cash. Tony.
And Stu, a lot of folks in town this week enjoying our Central Florida warmer temperatures at the attractions. And tell you what, we're looking good, right at seasonable values. I'll let you know when the rain, though, is set to return straight ahead.
With Christmas just a few days away, it was busy at Orlando International Airport today.
WESH 2's Haley Grumblehome explains when you can expect the airport to be the most and least busy this week. We just checked on the parking situation at the airport. Some lots are already starting to fill up, but every parking garage and lot is open as of last check, except for Economy Lot in North Park Place. It'll cost you $24 a day to park in a parking garage, or terminal top $20 for surface lots, or $14 if you can find space in the Economy Lot.
Drunk driving accidents increase every year in December. The Florida Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles says there were 507 alcohol-related accidents last December, more than any other month in the year. Nationally, nearly 37 people per day are killed by drunk drivers. This Christmas season, Attorney General Ashley Moody wants Floridians to have a plan to get home safely before going to holiday events over the next week.
Always be on the lookout. Know that more impaired drivers are on the road, that this is a month of increased activity for drunk driving accidents. If you spot an impaired driver, make sure that you report that immediately.
Moody says anyone who suspects they see a drunk driver on the road can call star FHP, so a trooper can be on the lookout for that car. AAA is getting ready to kick off its Tow to Go program to help keep drivers safe. The program is a last resort option for drivers who are impaired and cannot get home on their own. It offers free rides within a 10-mile radius. The Christmas and New Year's program kicks off tomorrow at 6 p.m. and runs until January 2nd.
It doesn't look like our car insurance rates are coming down anytime soon. Florida drivers pay some of the most expensive premiums in the country, and recent data shows we'll likely keep paying more. Florida drivers are paying a lot more for our car insurance compared to the national average, which is about $194 a month. Insurify crunched the data in August and said most drivers across the country are paying more because vehicle maintenance and repair costs have gone up because of inflation. Hurricanes have had little impact on rates, but there are some factors unique just to Florida.
Vehicle accident rates also up very since the pandemic. Florida also has an above average rate of fatal accidents. So both those factors contributing to increasing prices and high prices, particularly in the state of Florida.
There is a way to save money on insurance beyond shopping around. Paying your premium in full could mean up to a 20% saving. The Florida Office of Insurance Regulation has a cost comparison tool that you can use to look up car insurance premiums in your county. We posted a link on this story on WESH.com. And this is your reminder to plan ahead your holiday bus and train travels. Links will be operating holiday hours on Christmas Day and New Year's Day. Tomorrow will be regular weekday hours, while Wednesday will be Sunday hours, while Sunrail will be closed on Christmas Day and New Year's Day.
So we've been talking about frost and freezing temperatures about a week or so ago, and now as we head into Christmas, it seems that everything has kind of leveled out and warmed up.
Yeah, we're back to normal. It's basically where we're at today and tomorrow. Live look outside right now shows that, again, we have some clouds out there, but the rain has gone away for the time being. There's a look now at your 7-day forecast. Next 2 days, really not that bad. It's Wednesday evening, Christmas night, that a few showers will start arriving. Could be a little bit heavier down towards southern Brevard, Osceola, and Brevard counties. And as we head into Thursday and Friday, that piece of energy will swing up to the north and the east. We'll get a break Friday afternoon, and then here comes another front late Saturday on into Sunday. So it's a fast, active weather pattern, but no significant storms, and that is perfect for a holiday week. Let's take a look now at the temperatures here up towards Palm Coast, running in the mid-50s. In town, we have fallen back 70 down to 64, and still 8 degrees at this hour here in Kissimmee. Far cry from where they are up there in Bangor, Maine at 19 degrees. Out towards the south and west, Paso 67, Vegas 65. High country out west going to get some more snow here over the next 48 hours as this big west coast storm system will begin to arrive. Now, this little clipper feature here is going to bring a ribbon of 3 to 6, maybe 4 to 8 inches of snow across the ski resorts up there in New England. And down south, we'll be watching this little feature kind of move off towards the east over the next 2 to 3 days. And in its wake, we may get a little bit of rain on the tail end of this particular feature as we head into Christmas night. Let's take a look now at that evening planner. Grab a jacket for those of you doing that last-minute shopping, and you know who you are. 62 at 9, 11 o'clock temperature coming in at about 60 degrees. Not as chilly as it has been here. The out-the-door temperatures now at 7 a.m. up and down the I-4 corridor from Longwood to Altamont Springs to over towards Lockhart, Orlando, Dr. Phillips, 52 to about 54 degrees. Widening out that view now, a little bit cooler air up towards Marion, Sumter, and northern Lake counties, a couple of upper 40s there. And then on the coast here in Brevard County, 55 to about 60 degrees. Let's take a look at that setup. There's that little feature lifting up towards the north and the east. A milder afternoon tomorrow by about a degree or two. In the low 70s today. This is exactly where we should be, by the way, for this time of the year. Average high 73. Winds tomorrow out of the northeast about 5 to 15 miles an hour. Up to the north and west, a little bit cooler. Ocala at 70, remaining in the 60s from Palm Coast down towards New Smyrna Beach. Now, as we take a look at that first warning 12-hour forecast here for the city of Melbourne, jumping up into the lower 70s by early afternoon. A lot of folks in town swinging the sticks the next couple of days, and why not? Look at this forecast, 59 and 73. Let's put the maps into motion now for Wednesday. Tail end of that feature starts to pull up some moisture moisture here as a weak system pulls on in late Thursday and Friday. Again, not a significant weather maker, but just more of a nuisance, if anything else. This front out here will arrive as we head into the upcoming weekend. Model comparison, Euro a bit more vigorous with the overall rainfall amounts compared to the American GFS model. Either way, we get some rain, and that's a good thing. Christmas Eve forecast, fog in the morning, burning off a perfect afternoon with temperatures around 73. And then Christmas morning, 55 for Santa's arrival. Late in the day, rain arriving from the south to the east. A little northeast snowstorm here tonight and tomorrow. Watch the hubs up that way as we work our way now into Tuesday. There's the big snowmaker out for the ski resorts in the west. Let's take a look now at your updated 7-day forecast. 73, 74, rain returning Wednesday evening, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Temps holding in the mid to the upper 70s.
So from all of us to all of you, Merry Christmas.
The astronauts on the International Space Station took a few minutes out of their busy schedules to wish all Earthlings a Merry Christmas today. We'll be right back. All right, the largest pet festival in the country is set for this coming February in Lake Eola Park. Paws in the Park is set for February 8th. There will be a lot of activities for man, including a beer garden and food truck. And for the pups, there will be dock diving and lure courses as well. Admission will be free, and any money raised will benefit homeless pets.
There's no time for you to become a mega millionaire, or me, or Summer.
Yes.
All of us, we're all friends. Remember, the Mega Millions jackpot has now jumped to $970 million.
Wow.
If you win and take the cash option, that will get you close to half of the money total. The next drawing is tomorrow night, Christmas Eve. The odds of winning the top prize, 1 in over 300 million.
I can spend hours just thinking about all the good that I would do with that money.
Well, see, that's the thing. Because we all have like the, you know, I think we would do great things. I think a lot of people would give to a lot of other people. But you're always like, how do I trick the system of positivity and make sure that I say the right things so that the money will come my way? What's the most ridiculous thing that you think you would do? Aside from like helping out charities and all that type of stuff.
Oh, man. Don't put me on, we don't have enough time. I don't know.
I might get on
I'll tell you later.
Parachute to space.
What?
You know I'm a little different.
Yeah, you are different. All right, we're staying on top of any new developments in the Lake Eola drone crash for you tonight at 11.
Plus, 2 major strikes just days before Christmas. How workers walking off the job at some Starbucks and Amazon warehouses could impact the holidays.
And if you have gotten those last-minute Christmas gifts, the clock is ticking, but you are not out of luck just yet. Where you can snag those last few gifts tonight at 11.
That does it for now. Join us again at 10 on the CW 18 and 11 o'clock right here on WESH 2.
We're always online at WESH.com and through our free WESH News mobile app. See you at 10 and 11.